Good morning, everyone, and welcome back. This is class 6th, subject Social Science, chapter number 4, Civics. Name of the chapter is Key Elements of Democratic Government, and it's our lecture number 1. Before starting this chapter, one thing I want to ask that in chapter number 3, what is government? We have covered the two types of governments, democratic and monarchy. If you remember, we have done that democratic government that is more popular there and then the monarchy type of government. And we have done that in democratic government, all the people, they have equal rights, all are equal in front of laws, and they have power to elect their representative. These some of the things we have already covered in chapter number 3. Today we will do the key elements of democratic government by taking an example of South Africa. So let's see what are the topics that we will discuss today. The topics to be discussed in today's lecture are introduction of the chapter, apartheid, very important term, differences in facilities in South Africa. Basically here we will talk about the facilities that the people of South Africa and the white people were having. Those facilities were different for black and white people. African National Congress. Then what was the role of African National Congress? What was that? Democratic government. In today's lecture, we will cover these topics. So let's move ahead for the topics. The first topic, introduction. Key elements of democracy influence the working of democratic government. These include people participation in government and equality, justice. As in third chapter, we have already covered that the people are equal there in democratic government. And in this particular chapter, in next lecture, we will be covering how people participate there in the democratic government. The ways how people participate. Now, democracy in South Africa. As I told you that we will take one of the example of South Africa regarding democratic government. Basically, if you see there in the book, the chapter is started with the same example only, in which one 11 years old girl, she was asking from her mother about some of the things that she had seen there in the news, in the old newspapers. And then her mother told about the different things that were happening there in South Africa before it was before the country got independent, or before the country became democratic country. So she explained that the facilities were different there for the black people at that time, and the apartheid law was there. So we will be discussing there in this lecture. So democracy in South Africa. Now South Africa is a democratic country. It became democratic after a long struggle in 1994. Very late. 1994 it became a democratic country. Before that, there was really discrimination on the basis of race, color of the people. There was apartheid law in South Africa before 1994. As we discussed that it became democratic country in 1994. So before that, apartheid law was there in South Africa. So let's discuss what is this apartheid law. Apartheid. Apartheid means separation of people on the basis of race. Basis of their color. There was the separation of people on the basis of their color. There were different type of people in South Africa. They were divided among different races like white people, black people, colored people including Indians and colored races were present. So, according to law, that these races were not allowed to mingle with each other. Mingle means mix. They were not allowed to mix with each other, so they were using the different facilities. The black people were not having that much facilities as the whites were having. So firstly, I think it is clear what is apartheid. Apartheid means separation of the people on the basis of race. South African people, as we talked that white people were present there, white who came there to settle, Indians who came as laborers and traders, black people, the people of the from South Africa itself. So different races were present there. Then differences in facilities in South Africa on the basis of color. Hospitals and ambulances were different for them. The white people were having well-equipped ambulances and hospitals, but the black people, they were not allowed to get in these hospitals and ambulances. There were separate trains and buses for black and white people. Even the buses, trains, even the stations or the stops, bus stops were different from the white people. Best land of country was given to white people. The best land of Africa, it was given to the white people, and non-whites had to live on worst available land. Means the black people, non-white means black people were having the worst land available. Thus black people, black and colored people were not considered to be equal to white people. They were not allowed to vote even. They were not having the right to vote there in elections. So these were the differences. Basically by these differences we can say there the all facilities were given to the white people and the black people were there in the worst condition. So this was there in South Africa before 1994. Now the criteria or the scenario is changed as it became democratic country. And if we talk about today's condition, all people they are allowed to enter in all the hospitals. They can move there in the parks freely. They can travel in the buses. They can visit the hotels, hospitals. So now the all facilities, the black people, they are also having. Now, protest for language. One of the incident is described there in this chapter, that is all about some of the boys. There was one black township. Black township means the black people were living there. And the name of that black township was Soweto. The black township Soweto, there one boy, Hector Peterson, lived. And he joined one of the protests against language learning with his friends. What was there basically? there were the two languages. Their own language was known as Zulu, and the white people were having the African language. And they wanted that the other black people they would also learn the African language instead of their own language. So the protest was all about that. See what was there? All people of South Africa were forced to learn African language. That was the language of white people. White people they wanted that the black people would also learn their African language instead of learning their own language. Some students protested against it as they wanted to learn their own language Zulu. They wanted to learn their own language Zulu. That's why they protested against. Protest means होता है विरोध करना. They protested against that as they wanted to learn their own language. Then in that protest, what happened? Police killed a boy named, as I started with Hector Peterson. So police killed a boy, Hector Peterson, in this protest. In this protest, South African police beat up the protesters mercilessly and shot at the crowd. And in that complete protester, one bullet killed Hector. That happened there in 1976. So this was all about the protest for their own language that was done by some of the people there in Black Township, Soweto. Now, the next topic is African National Congress, a group of people who led the struggle against apartheid that was known as African National Congress. Some of the people they made a group and they made efforts or they did the struggle against apartheid law. That was African National Congress. There was the famous leader Nelson Mandela, a well-known leader of South Africa, fought against the apartheid system for several years. Nelson Mandela was the famous leader of black people. He fought for the facilities of black people there and he fought against the apartheid law. Finally, in 1994, South Africa became a democratic country. As we already covered that South Africa became democratic country in 1994. Now, as we talked about Nelson Mandela, so how we'll write about Nelson Mandela? Nelson Mandela was the leader of anti-apartheid movement. Anti-apartheid means apartheid, opposite of apartheid. So he was the leader of anti-apartheid movement. He was the first black president of South Africa. After the South Africa, when it became the independent or it became the democratic country, then first black president that was Nelson Mandela. He fought against the discrimination on the basis of race. As in the starting of the lecture, we did that apartheid means the separation of the people on the basis of their race. So discrimination was there. The facilities were not equal for black and white people. So he fought against the discrimination that was going on the basis of race. Now, democratic government. I think you know about that because we have already covered this topic in previous chapter also. Democratic government is a government in which all people are equal and they have right to elect their representative. They have power to vote there in election, and there in election they have right to elect their representative by casting their vote to their favorite candidate in the election. There is fixed time for government in democracy. It is not permanent type of government. As in monarchy, we had done that monarchy type of government that is hereditary, means the same family members, the family of king, then first if king, then his son will be there. So hereditary system is there. But in democracy, it is not fixed. It is for fixed time only. So, in India, if we talk about the time period of democratic government here in India is 5 years. Means whatever the government we elect, that is elected for 5 years. And then after completion of 5 years, the elections are held, and then again we have right to elect our favorite candidate. And in America, this time period is of 4 years. So this is all about the time period of government, or it is known as the tenure of the government. Tenure of government in India is 5 years. So this is all about today's lecture, in which we covered about South Africa, mainly the main topic apartheid, then Nelson Mandela, who fought against the apartheid law. He was the famous leader there in South Africa and was the first black president of South Africa. And South Africa became democratic country in 1994. So all these points we have covered in today's lecture. We will proceed the chapter in the next lecture also. But before that, the homework that you will do, the questions are: question number 1, who was Nelson Mandela? Second, define apartheid. When did South Africa become a democratic country? How would Maya's life, Maya here in a 11 years old girl that we talked in the starting. So how would Maya's life be different in South Africa today? So all these questions you will attempt and listen. If you don't know the answer of any of the question, so please try that there in rough register, so that in next lecture when you get the solution, you can write the correct answer. But you must send the photos of your homework done there through emails. So this is the homework for today. I hope that you have understood these topics. Thank you and have a